I'm Varda Sharma, editor Newsband, daily English newspaper of Navi Mumbai. Today we have with us a very multi-talented personality who believes that age is just a number in mind. A fitness enthusiast, she believes in reversing the clock and says that one should actually grow younger after 60. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce and welcome Mrs. Mala Mansukhani, who is a resident of Mumbai. Welcome, Mrs. Mala Mansukhani.
Thank you so much for having me on your show.
First of all, I would like to tell the viewers that Mrs. Mansukhani in February this year, that is 2021, completed her Commando Survival training at the age of 62. Was it, Mrs. Mansukhani?
That's right.
Okay, at the age of 62. We all know that this training is very difficult for people of any age groups. So, first of all, I would like to know, why did you think of taking this training and what challenges did you face?
I always feel, once you cross 50, you start becoming little lethargic. You keep reminding your age, I'm 50, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I think completely on the other way side, that I have to keep working more harder day by day. So I keep challenging myself rather than feeling, like I can't do. I feel what challenges now I should give myself and help myself to grow mentally, physically strong.
Why this training?
Why this training? Now this training, because I always wanted to do since a very long time, but unfortunately anywhere, but in India there is more, like, everywhere there's an age criteria. You can't do certain things in certain age. So I decided age has got nothing to do with all these things. And I wanted to challenge myself. So when I go for such trainings, I don't ask much details. The reason I don't ask much detail is because if they tell you you have to do this, you have to just go and jump from the, the mountain, do rappelling and stuff like that. I don't know how easy or hard you may take it, but then you keep thinking, should I do it? I have this problem, I have that problem. And in my age, is it okay to do that? So I just like to go with the flow. And I know commando training is like little tough, and I like to be tough because I have a tough mind and I want to make my physique also tough. So I just went for it. So we were supposed to go from Mumbai to Delhi, and from Delhi we had to go to Rajmachi. So because it was very late night, we reached about, I think it was past 11 or something. So the driver said, "Gaadi aage nahi jayega, you have to go on your own." Now in that one Jeep, we were about, I think, more than 7-8 people. It was a big Jeep. And we had all our luggage. So they said, "Gaadi aage nahi jayegi because rasta bahut kathin hai." And it was through a jungle where there are a lot of animals as well. And I, as you can see, I'm wearing specs, it's okay. I can work without specs, but at night, I just feel I need to wear my specs. I need to see properly, So it was pitch dark black, So I just said, okay, we have to go. So I took all my luggage. Everybody took our own luggage. The only thing came for a minute in my mind is that it's so dark and the roads are very bad, like if you put one step on some, a rock or a sliding muddy ground, you'll just slide down, So you got to be careful. Plus, from which side, where any animal will come, you don't know. So I just went with the flow, and then we all took our bag and we crossed about midway we were. So we crossed about I think not more, but 3-4 kilometers. But that was a pitch dark black, you know. So we managed it. But with a lot of our luggage, that was a little experience that I felt that it was a bit scary. We had no clue where the road is going to take us. Now, 4-5 kilometers is not a big thing. We came down during the daylight with 12 kilometers down with all our, like, minimum, everybody had about 10 to 12 kgs, you know. So coming down 12 kilometers with our luggage, with sliding and descending, and, you know, all those roads and all were so difficult part. But we enjoyed, because if there is no challenge, you will not love, you will not know what you've done it. So that's a big thing. And I like to challenge every now and then myself. And plus, I have never experienced staying in the forest in tents, you know. So, like, you don't have a soft cushion to sleep, and chilled water bath in the morning, which I don't mind. So it was a very basic necessity things we had, and we enjoyed our 5 days training.
How long was the training?
5 days.
5 days training. And what various activities did you take?
Yeah, it was like completely full day training. And because it was a commando training, so what they did is, they used to not tell us beforehand what they're going to do, which means they can just tell you do something and you have to be there and do it at the same time. You are not mentally prepared. It was sleep deprivation, like you would be deprived of sleep, which means we used to finish our training at 11 midnight, and then, you know, 11 o'clock at night. And then because throughout the day we had a training, so we used to say, oh, can we get up a little 1 hour late? So sir used to say, okay. And we had this behind our mind that, okay, chalo, 1 ghanta jaldi sone ko milega, like zyada, because we have to get up every morning at 4:30. So I said, okay. And the day we felt we are going to sleep 1 hour extra, that was the day we got a surprise. Like 2 o'clock, everybody told us to get up and get ready and be there in just 5 minutes. So it was pitch dark, you know, and we said, how can we go? So this was like a training in jungle, how to navigate. If you are lost in jungle, how do you find your way? What things you can do? And we went right up the hill at midnight, 2 o'clock. That was really like little scary, because if you slip your foot down, you're deep down, you know, like you're gone, you won't survive.
In 2006, you had also won the title of Mrs. Courageous at the Glad Rags fashion show. So what was this title, for what feat was this title given?
It was not a fashion show, it was Mrs. Glad Rags of India in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
And I always have fear, I had fear of heights, you know. So I always wanted to justify the title that I've got, you know. So I challenged myself when I was 57. I did my Kalsubai Mountains, you know. So that is the highest mountains in Maharashtra. So I went up, but when I looked from up, I said, oh my God, I don't think I'm going to get down today anyway, you know, like I was thinking, what should I do? But then my coach said, don't worry, you will go. I said, but how? Because when you go to mountains, there's not they don't have steps or clear roads where you feel you can go aram se. It's like very difficult, you know. So I was a little scared, but the more I was scared, the more smooth my journey was, because I felt, okay, now I'm up. I have to get down, so I have to make an attempt. So that was my very first experience. And then this commando and all going again to different mountains, doing rappelling, rock climbing, mountain trekking, valley crossing. So these kind of trainings, they were really challenging. We enjoyed, but it was fun.
As you just mentioned, you have also climbed mountain peaks. So which mountain peaks have you climbed?
So in Maharashtra, I have done. So the highest was Kalsubai. Then I did this Rajmachi.
And how enjoying and how difficult was this? Because you said you are very scared of heights.
Yeah, but this is one of the reason I want to challenge, because I'll tell you another thing. I not only have phobia of heights, but I also have phobia of insects, and I really get scared, not because I'm worried about the insects or reptile or something. I feel a little yucky, like I don't want to touch them, this kind of feeling. And I also hold a snake in my hand, So these are the things, like, you want to really challenge yourself. I always believe what you can't do, you should do.
You have also, I think you have also started a movement called Growyounger movement. And when and why this movement was started, and can you please tell us what it is all about?
Yeah, because over a period of time, like, what I see is, like, our parents, they really did their great job by, bringing all the kids, give them good upbringing. And in that process, I have seen, like, my generation parents, they really gave their life for the kids, And in that process, they didn't enjoy their quality life. And their parents also didn't enjoy quality life. Now things are changing, but what I felt somewhere down the line, even now, there are parents, of course, all parents, they do their 100% with their kids. But somewhere down the line, they miss out on the quality time that they require. They feel guilty when they do things for themselves. And I have seen, because of this, people face a lot of health issues, lots, So I saw my mother suffering a lot in last her 6-7 years, before she passed away. And these things started actually bugging me, and it got me thinking, when my mom was very, very strong, very headstrong person. But how these powerful, headstrong ladies, what they go through, during their, end of their life or before, it's very difficult to see them in that stage, And health is something, no matter how good you are, but when you have any disease or any problems, it just changes everything in like no time. If you see any cancer patient, you see the difference in their body, So these are the things, like, you really need to understand. If you start working at least little every day, start from 15 minutes, 20 minutes to half an hour. It doesn't mean that you just have to work out. Workout could be any kind, like giving me time to yourself. Go and have a cup of coffee, communicate with yourself. You can take rest. You can do things that you like. Either you want to go out with your friends, go watch cinema, do whatever you want. That time should be yours, a quality time. I think that somewhere down the line, they missed out. And now also what I train these ladies, 60 plus, still they are struggling doing things either for their grandchildren, for their daughter-in-law, daughter-in-laws, for their son. It's like never-ending job for them, you know. I'm a grandmother of 5 kids, you know. I have 5 grandchildren. I do my duties, but still today, you see, I have come in Rishikesh to do 200 of yoga hours teacher training course. So I feel this is my time, but I also do my duties at the same time. You cannot be doing, because you've done your job by bringing up, you know, and doing your good, taking care of your children. They are married. So you need to little take a step back and do things for yourself. You're always there for your kids and grandkids. So give little quality time to yourself.
When was this founded? When was this started? The movement, Grow Younger movement?
It's been now 7-8 years. When I started, actually, I didn't know what I was heading towards, because actually, if you go to see, you can say it's 10 years. But when I initially started, I used to do little training. I used to teach people. I never realized, you know, what I'm doing and where this is going to take, because I'll tell you a very little about myself. When I was in my 30s, I was facing depression. And I had no clue what is depression, because we had not learned that time. Between the age of 25 and 30, we didn't have that too much, you know, knowledge on depression. Depression was very word like, now we can take it as a big disease or something. We said, what is depression? I didn't know. And I went to my doctor and I said, I just feel something is missing from my life. I'm not happy. He said, you are in depression. So I said, what is depression? He said, you can take pills or you can sort out it on your own. So I said, is this something you really can take care on your own? He said, yes. That day I decided that I'm not going to take any pills and I'm going to work. So I started teaching in special able school with children about 15, 16-year-old. So for 2 years, I taught them. But then I started feeling so good. I felt that I'm helping them, but I was being helped by them. So this was the difference. It was my journey that I understood, when you give something, you really get more in return. And that is the true happiness. And today we all are suffering with this kind of problem, that we always feel there's something lacking in us. There's actually nothing lacking. We are more blessed people of this generation that we have everything. Our parents and grandparents didn't have much. Today, on one app, you can order your food, do things. But they had to go like 2-3 kilometers, go and arrange and then come back and do stuff. So what I'm trying to say, our lives has become little, you know, at the tip of the finger, you can get everything. And at the same time, we are trying to become a little lazy. So I just feel, you know, you should really look into these things and then change your mindset about certain things in life.
You have also penned down a book with the same title, Grow Younger. Can you please tell us what the book is about?
This book is all about how you can change your life. It's not all about looking beautiful or reversing your age, but look-wise, you know. It's the thought that keeps you young. It's the way, it's your lifestyle, how you should do it, you know. I mean, today's life, if you see, even if nobody is busy, but yet they are very busy. You know, you miss out on beautiful things. And like, I understand there are many people who are in discipline, but you got to be disciplined with yourself, you know, not all about teaching others. So you need to have that disciplined lifestyle.
You you are always on your toes, doing some activity, something or the other. As you said, you are now presently in Rishikesh. So what are the various activities
Yeah.
are you involved in?
We actually learn lots of things about yoga, which is a lifestyle. And this is very interesting because this is what I teach in my Grow Younger activities, you know. So we learn pranayam, we learn asanas, we learn the right postures, we understand the psychology and physiology of doing yoga. Yoga is not all about sitting and meditating or something. It's much more behind that science. It's much more deeper into it. So if you understand that lifestyle you have to develop within yourself, that is what is yoga.
Besides that, I think there are other activities also that you are involved in.
Yeah, there are many other activities, you know, like when I planned my trip from Mumbai to Rishikesh, I wanted to do certain things because for me, I want to live every minute, every hour doing something that makes me feel happy. So I made sure that I do certain things, which I went again in old age home in Rishikesh and I spent time with them. Then I did river rafting. I want to do fox lining, which now I haven't got time. Like, you know, we've completed at least 7, 8 days. So Sundays are the days that we get time. So I have to do whatever I have to do is keep for Sunday. So every day we have one after the other classes, and our time is like completely, you know, busy with one after the other classes. So whatever I have to plan is I have to plan for Sundays. So we keep doing all sorts of activities. Like even we went the other day, we went for sunrise. You know, it was so beautiful. So you really have to go high up in the mountain. It's really an activity. Like you get up. We had to leave from our ashram at 4:30, which means at least you have to get up at 3:30, you know, to get ready and go. And the weather was so beautiful. It's so cold. It's nice, windy. So these are the things that really makes you feel happy, you know.
You are also, I think, participated in some ramp walks.
Yeah, what I do in my Grow Younger training is there are even students who have like different kind of health issues, and all these health issues starts from the mind. All the blockage that we have in our mind, you know, why me, I can't do this, I can't do that, why this one is not good to me, why that one. So I just do certain kind of activities with them, which is like, you know, storytelling. I tell them to tell their experience, whatever they want to tell, without framing into fancy words. So when you talk to them, I give them chance to talk, because I think speaking up is a beautiful therapy. You know, it's like I do special trainings on Speak Up, which is written here. I have a tattoo.
I see.
So like I allow them to talk, you know. So they come out with all the emotions. And in my these activities, first thumb rule is that we don't judge anybody for anything. We all are same. We have to understand, because today I may face this problem, but tomorrow definitely you might face some other problem. So this is life. You know, there are always good days and bad days. There's nothing like same, you know. So you just have to understand person, give them chance to talk, listen to them, because most of the time what happens, these people, there's nobody to listen to them also. So when you listen, just listen to them, it's like a therapeutic, you know, they feel good because they want to get it out of their system. So then I do dance activities. I do first slowly, I train them. After 3 months, I see when they are nice, little flexible with their body and getting confidence, then I give them training for ramp walk. And then I ask them if they have any wish or will to do in their life. So these people walk ramp for their cause, you know. So it makes them feel very happy. Like I have one lady who wanted to come up with Hindi kavitas, you know, and you know, you have these Balbharti books and all. So she wanted to write those poetry for senior KG students, and she's come up with that. Then there are many other people, you know, they want to come up with their cause. See, today I'm working on health because I faced all these problems in my family. I found out what is health all about. It's like, you know, we are running day and night to make money and to give us comfortable life. But is this comfortable life making us really comfortable? We are losing out something which we don't realize because we don't have time to think about that. By the time you make that kind of money, your health gives up. So you earning all of that money on your health in whichever way it is. But this is what I'm saying. You need to have just a quality life. It's not quantity. So enjoy every day of your life as though it's just celebrating, you know, celebrate. No matter what it is, you don't know when is your day. Just enjoy, get the best. If I tell you you have only 10 minutes or 20 minutes, you do whatever you want. You will do, you'll give your 100%. So why don't we give that 100%? So I don't know if you heard the last bit, like, you know, you have to celebrate your life.
Right. And, you know, due to the pandemic, many people feel scared to go to gyms or even fitness centers. In fact, of course, now there are restrictions for that. So sitting at home, can they adopt some kind of fitness regime which you would recommend? Or what message would you like to give to the viewers?
See, my first very message is anything that comes in your way is from here, which is fear, which is you can't do, how can I do, what can I do? Remove all these things from your mind and just get on with it. Because fear is one thing that our brain is so powerful. If you fear all the time about certain things, 100% that thing is going to affect you. 100%, no matter what. So, first of all, COVID, you have to understand it's nothing. It's just like a fever. At the same time, you need to take your precautions. Any which ways, you know, we've learned in our schools when we were very little, when you're coughing, cover your mouth. When you're sneezing, cover your mouth. When you're coming from out anywhere, wash your hands. What is this? This is style. Not learn to do that. You know, what childhood, we are not doing COVID, we've started doing that. If you do all these things, take care of it on a regular basis and start working on your immunity, start working on your thoughts, take precautions, rest, everything will be taken care. You can do a lot of workouts in your house. Like I used to do some kind of workouts in my balcony. Then I used to also stay on the 7th floor. So I used to keep coming down the stairs, you know, which means you're not going in your society ground or something, but you can always keep coming and going up the stairs. There are breathing asanas. And I made a little funny video during the COVID. Most of the women, they think, you know, in COVID, they are caught up because all time they are doing cleaning the kitchen, cooking. Because when you're sitting at home, you feel more hungry. So I made this one video that when you actually, and this is the truth, when you are kneading the dough, you know, that itself is a very good exercise. It makes your arm muscles really strong. Especially even the bodybuilders, they will. It will be a little difficult for them because ladies are very good in using their wrist, you know. So it's a real good workout for females when they are working in the kitchen. And not only that, it diverts your mind. It's therapeutic. Cooking is therapeutic. So if you take it in a positive way, everything is beautiful. If you think COVID is a headache, it's a problem, it's giving you time to reconnect with yourself, come up with brilliant ideas, do different things. If you don't get chance to do different things, you will not know how can you do it. So in a way, you have chance, discover yourself, understand yourself more, work on your immunity, take good supplements, especially vitamin C, keep taking warm water, and just do the basic. There's no need to get scared, because if you're scared and you do rest of the things, it's not going to work. There are many people, and I have worked with even COVID people. I've gone everywhere during that time, doing my work, talking with my people who are feeling little low in NGOs to find out what they are doing, how they are doing, try to arrange some meals for them. You can even do sitting at home and see. If you can't do much, you can just at least see if your neighbor is okay. There are ways and means to do things, you know. It's not the end of the world. Everything is going to come again after a couple of years. You know, these things are going to happen. So you got to prepare mentally.
Thank you so much, Mala Mansukhani, for giving us your valuable time and for this beautiful, inspirational and motivational interaction. I would
Thank you so much.
conclude, with a small quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, who was the first lady of the United States. She said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." Indeed, I think it is important that we all chase and aspire to achieve our dreams, as you said it rightly. Thank you once again. Thank you so much. And the viewers, please take care, stay safe, and stay healthy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.